Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's go upstairs and talk to this person who butchers babies. Well, the first door. The Orlin hovers by the window, peering out of it every few seconds. As you enter the room, she watches you carefully, her hand hovering over her stiletto. She cranes her head to peer behind you. Anyone follow you? Who sent you? Someone told me you were responsible for killings in, Defiance Bay? Let me guess, was that someone named Medrith? She draws her stiletto. It's a lie, plain and simple. I got on the wrong side of his employers, and now he's after me. But if you're here to do his dirty work, I won't make it easy on you. What's your side of the story? What story? The Dominells came after me. I just happened to rob the wrong place. How was I supposed to know they'd already claimed it? She runs her hands under her hood and through her hair. It was an honest mistake. I'm just trying to survive now. And if you spoke with Medrith, you know where he's waiting. Please help me get out of here. Who was it that I killed? Was it the Dominells? Are those the people I killed? Butchered their entire family? Was it another one? I don't know, I get these noble families confused. Ah, shit, what was the name? I think it was the other family that I killed. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm just gonna roll the die on this one and see what the die tells me. 2. Go east. Meredith's waiting for you just west of the river. Alright, well, the dice decided. Alright, I'm trusting you. Don't have much choice. See if you can send him the other way. That should buy me some more time. She follows the hooded figures towards the stairs, giving you a final uncertain glance as she passes through the door. Okay.
Of course. Nice and slow.
Well, hey, people. Sorry to bust into your room like that.
I'll get it open. I've got it.
Okay. Alright. Well. Kind of had a feeling she was not going to be an actual murder of children.
Shh.
Just had that feeling. Alright, let's go take care of this. She snuck out the back of the inn and went north. He squints as you pulling the grass into his flint. Did she now? And how would you have known that? I was just hoping you'd believe me. Don't worry, I'll catch up to her right after I take care of you. Aww. Why does it got to be like this? Well, I'll hit you in the face. You're gonna move back. You're gonna move up. You're gonna move up. You're gonna move like that. And you're going to attach that to him. Oh, you got it on you. Okay.
Well? Yeah.
Hmm. You're not supposed to be attacking this character directly. Alright then. Also, what happened here? Major venture added. Taxes collected. Nice. Hmm. I don't know. I don't... let's have you go.
Hey.
What do we got here? Some fine weapons. Pretty good. And you should probably be wielding the Justice now that we're not fighting... whatever it was we're fighting before. Was the Justice or the Drake spell? Nah, I think it's the Justice. Well, that was easy enough. Anything else to this cat and mouse?
Of course.
She said she was going east, right? Maybe she's over here waiting for us? Maybe not. This middle-aged peasant woman is dressed in a brown leather cloth draped down to her knees. Her hands are working at separating stringy, colorless vegetables in a pile before her, stripping the heads off long, fibrous stems with a paring knife. She discards a stem one by one, placing the heads of the vegetables into the small cradle-like basket in front of her. She doesn't greet you as you approach. You're not sure if she even knows you're there. Excuse me? The woman doesn't respond. She keeps stripping the heads from the vegetables with a steady rhythm. She may be deaf. There's no indication she heard you. Let's study the woman. At first glance, she seems nothing more than a middle-aged woman, unremarkable, maybe less stern than most, who seems more focused on the weaving in her lap than her surroundings. Yet, you suddenly notice she's not stripping the vegetables before her any longer. She's weaving. And the vegetable pots are now missing. Wait, what? She still pays you no mind, her brown locks torn and snagged from lack of washing, like many of the townsfolk you've seen. There's a strange blur to her. Even the motion of her hands seem to be playing with threads that lack color, in a shape that lacks interest. What the hell? It may be that she is half-minded, or deaf, but something feels wrong. As you watch, her knitting takes on an odd cadence, and you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. Focus on the woman. Her brown hair is long, almost impossibly to the length of her hands. As you follow the strings of her locks downward, the hair becomes long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver and wrapping around her hands. She is forming a soul cradle with the threads, braiding a net in front of you, each finger long and sharp like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weave together, with silver predominating as a highlight, the black shadowing it. And suddenly, you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest, hazy with mist. Although whether it is actual mist, or distance, or recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention as if looking down on you and the event unfolding before you. The plateau is soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours have changed along with the surroundings. And you hear a soft series of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist roiling softly into a sealed chamber. And the chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You are On the stone of a plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Adra? The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, and your hands. Your hands are in motion. Weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Barrett's wheel. Your hands are... Wait, what? Weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Barrett's wheel. Your hands are wet. Okay. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head, turning in your grip, its head slick, wet from the womb. Oh. I guess we're giving birth here, or helping it. The hands you are wearing, inhabiting, have done this many times, and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's labored breathing crying out. Okay. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear, cutting through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. Let's draw the child forth. And coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again. Almost eagerly, the child comes forth, and as it does, your hands are in motion, weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. No, an umbilical cord from the legs of the naked woman before you. You are holding a small child, still wet from the womb. Before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, and ringing of chimes echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there. It is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach out for it. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the chimes echo the movement, and you realize the chimes are hanging from cords on your wrists, and where once they echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting into the world. A soothing sound guided by the tender motions of your wrists. You're helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, and the experience. The experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from a parched throat. Her emotions seem soothed, but the physical demands of labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here. The child is safe. And all atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, flattening out the memory persists. As the memory persists. What the hell? What the hell? With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pull, no anchor, yet the sound of the chimes remain, as they existed in memory. The sound here as well, or they sound here as well, and they are hanging from woven braids on the wrists of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of her mind, the sound of the chimes on her wrists are sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. The woman still sits before you, but she is nothing like what you first saw. She is wearing black, shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. Her hair is streaks of black and run through with silver. Her age is almost impossible to tell. She simply feels old, like a crumpled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see that her hair is draped across the front of her face like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort, unconscious, and you realize that, or what you see is not what the world sees, and you are perhaps the first to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from the figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she is glad to at last be seen. What did you do to me?
I am seen, but the eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
What? There is a light touch on your mind, a caress, and her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch, reaching up to the air between you. You hear the chime on her wrist sound, softly. Her hands move as if pantomiming, resting on your cheek at a distance, and she speaks softly and slowly.
Your memories. A cadence of wheels on a caravan track. Fever. Questions by running water. Violence in a night's campfire. Arrows. in the dark, and fleeing. Falling rock and cracking stone, and a storm. The storm.
Yeah, that's how the game began.
The storm that brushed you. Did its screaming wake you from your mind's cradle? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
Okay. You counted the biowac. Her hand withdraws shyly, the chime sounding softly once again. The woman stands, uncertainly, as if she has been sitting for some time, or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face gaunt, yet while her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It is almost a question. You suddenly realize she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you looked at her, the image on the plateau. Yet the image was so clear, so sharp, you're surprised she didn't feel you there.
To see me is a rare gift. A watcher's gift.
Well, damn it, I'm not a cipher. I've never been able to do that with a living person. Except with you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through you, deep beneath your thoughts, yet muted and secret, like an underground river. I cannot tell if it is carving new channels, or eroding what keeps your true strength buried. The fact that you could hear it at all, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
There is a silence, and although it seems to last but a heartbeat, in your thoughts, it stretches out between the two of you like a pool between your minds. You blink, take a breath, and then you realize she wants to ask you a question, yet can't form the words as if assembling them is painful, or there simply are not enough pieces. Assemble the thoughts. Do you wish to travel with me? You feel a wave of fear, gusted with the strength of relief, although oddly, her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates, and you feel strength and certainty, as if the plateau from her memory lies beneath you, and a calm sky looks down upon you. We got all the companions, y'all. They're all gotten. So she is a cipher, eh? I mean, we have a cipher, Lilith. But, well, I'd want to take her gear and put them on the Grieving Mother. That's her name? It's just Grieving Mother, huh? Okay, well...
Hey.
We'll cancel for now, because I need to... exchange gear. So let's do that. We can't just leave you naked, though. There we go. Oh, I guess you could have just worn that, too. Let's just do that. There, you look fancy.
Good day, stranger.
Alright, so we'll recruit her. We can maybe recruit some other people too back into the party. Maybe I'll wait between videos so I can do that. Okay, Grieving Mother. Come with a fine crossbow and a fine oops. Here we go. 11 might. So hoping that would be higher. You have quick speed. Perception. Okay. No concentration. Some intelligence. Huh. Okay. And mental fortress. Huh. Not what I would have picked. But okay. This is just like fine armor. Spin that cape.
Huh?
Alright. Maybe I should change everybody right now. I mean, we are right here.
Welcome!
Dang it. But who to take? And the thing is, I like my party. I do. I'm missing out on dialogue though, but I don't know. I don't know. Just don't know. What do we do now?
Oh, the smell around here reminds me of this stable hand, Drutman. Not real popular with the women, Drutman.
No, I'm still looking for the young elven woman. I smell a side quest.
Good day, stranger.
You looking to purchase some leather? Yeah, let's do this. He's hardly talked about anything else since those pigs of his went missing. The whole town's been worried about that monster. People are starting to see shapes in their windows at night, hearing its growl and the snoring of their mates. What? It would put a lot of minds to ease if someone got rid of it. He scrapes that red pigment under his fingernails. I sometimes venture into the wilderness, collecting ingredients for my dyes, mind you. I've seen tracks east of here, near the river. That couldn't have been anything else. What is Ella's Herond? Only that her father's men have been banging down doors and stirring up trouble looking for her. I never met her myself. It's collapsed. Nothing. A few hides on stretching racks and the tallow stench Dingler's always grumbling about. The rest of the keep's dust, just like the fool Lady Thanu who tried to hold it. There's a bard at the end who'll tell you like the whole blazing story if you want to hear it. Okay, well, thanks. Thanks for nothing. Piece of trash. Oh, you got nothing here. I don't really even need the money. I'll just keep that stuff right now. A farmer's plight. Somewhere in the wilderness. Alright. Why do you gotta talk to me like... Oh, alright. Well, whatever. Whatever. I think I'm gonna end it here. I may end up putting other people into our party to, the NPCs that have been made by the game creators, so we can get more chit-chat between them, I guess. Although, as far as combat goes, I like my party more, but...
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Yes. Yes, they do. What do you have here? Ice Strike. Wait a minute. You don't have, like, the cool... Well, you have that one. That's something, at least. But she doesn't have, like, the awesome line of crushing damage. Nuts. Well, anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.